Welcome back to my channel. I'm Born Idle, I'm a comic creator and graphic designer. Now, funny story. I did actually record quite a lengthy reaction to the next few Twice videos. Knock Knock, Signal and Likey. Now, for some reason the footage got corrupted halfway through. Over the last week or so I've been trying to kind of salvage as much of it as I could and piece it together. Basically I realised I was spending too much time putting something together that I wasn't going to be happy with anyway. So I thought I'd just re-record my thoughts in a bit of a different format so we can move on to the next batch. Because the comeback's getting pretty close. So I'm just going to have to take that L and move on to the next batch soon. In the meantime though, Knock Knock. This song's a certified bop. I love the sleepover vibe. I love them playing games and just messing around. And I love that it looks like they're having fun. The gimmick of this particular video is the stop motion sections, which were probably very time consuming to actually put together. It does look like actual stop motion versus video with frames removed. And I think you can tell because their positions do kind of jump around a little bit between shots. And I know that that's going to be expected when you do the same choreography separate times in different costumes and try and match cut, but even so, I think it is actually stop motion, so they probably had a camera set on a timer and they would just move a little bit each time, but it's pretty well done and it gives the video its own kind of unique charm as well. Favourite moment might be JYP knocking at the door and just getting flat out rejected. The colours in this video are kind of desaturated a little bit. Everything has that kind of faded look. Everything feels kind of pastel-y and a little bit vintage and cozy, which really suits the kind of the tone of the song and also the content. When I watched this, I scrolled through the comment and it seems like this is a lot of people's least favourite comeback, which is crazy. I mean, why would you? I'm glad it connects to the TT music video. There's the kids right at the end, but then there's also the storybook with all their individual costumes from last time. I still don't really get it. But what else is new? Signal. I mean, what even is this music video? I really like the 60s styling kind of throughout with the costumes and the kind of set decor and stuff, which feels appropriate with this kind of alien UFO kind of vibe. From a design point of view, there's actually a fair amount of design in this, particularly the scene with all the shipping containers. The set designers and graphic designers probably had a lot of fun putting this together. There's the background posters and advertisements, all the logos and holographic stuff. There's all the packaging as well for TVs and vintage electronics. Then there's the Singing the Signal neon sign on one of the shipping containers. I don't know if that's real or not. If it was, it was probably quite expensive, but when's that been a problem for a Korean music video? The gimmick of this video is definitely their special abilities. I think the visual effects are really well integrated actually. I think often in music videos, the visual effects are either too polished and it feels like it doesn't belong, or it's a little bit janky because they didn't quite have enough time, enough budget to really dedicate the resources to make those visual effects look as good as they can. So I think it's hard to kind of strike that balance between achievable, practical, and looking right in the video and not looking like it's too much, you know? And I think this video threads that needle perfectly. I wouldn't be surprised if the director of this music video has previous experience with visual effects, because everything was kind of shot and framed in a way to give the visual effects artists as much to work with as they possibly could. Also, the cameraman from Cheer Up had a cameo in this. I wonder if there's a cameo in every video. We had JYP last time, the cameraman in this one. In my opinion, the music production feels a little bit different to their previous songs, a little bit more electronic, particularly with the synths in the hook and the bass in the kind of post-chorus and the intro. This poor alien. I love the mess they created. He just looks so done. It's crazy. Their aggressive flirting with this poor alien forced him to go back to his home planet like he's a villager they don't want on their Animal Crossing island. But no, I really like this one. But then again, I've liked them all so far. Likey. It's a classic. I already know this one reasonably well. I like it. Oh, God. The video has a lot of fairly simple but effective transitions. Notable examples are the frame within a frame with the video camera. There's also the wipe transitions, making use of masking, where they use the tree and a train, and I think there's another vehicle that they use as well for this. Pretty simple to do. It's essentially the same as doing this. Same principle. There's also a zoom into an eye as well. Classic, iconic choreo, so that's super fun and upbeat song. How can anyone not love this? It's notable from the other videos from them I've seen. It is, as far as I can tell, entirely on location. It looks like it was shot in the States. I always feel that shooting on location gives music videos a much more tangible feeling. I don't know, a little bit more, it seems dumb but real. It just feels more authentic, you know, which I think really works with this song. You know, it feels a lot more earnest. And seeing them kind of, you know, like cycling around, skateboarding, just hanging out, it's nice. I think my favourite moment might be Dahyun dabbing in the rap break. I like it. I really like it. This video was a bit unusual, but there you go. Thanks for watching. Shout out to all the onces for your support so far. I really wasn't expecting to get much reaction on the last video, but you guys have been so welcoming and, you know, really warm, and it's made me feel really welcome into this fandom. I will be back soon with the next batch of reactions, and hopefully these will be actual reactions instead of kind of this weird quickfire recap thing. Until then, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, somewhere up there. Likes, comments, subscribes, always much appreciated. It's still a baby channel, so it really, really helps out. I'll see you